What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Burn Fat Better podcast, where around here we earn our cookie, because cookies are so much better when you earn them versus when you just eat them all the time. And that is the truth. I am your host. I am your boy, Roy. And today I have the most special of guests. I have my wife. I want to say Tasha, but it just sounds wrong.
Mrs. Your boy Roy. That's what we go by now.
Tasha. You guys, I am so excited. So I wanted to bring Tasha on here, and I honestly want her to be, she doesn't even know this because nobody knows what I'm doing with this podcast. I don't even know what I'm doing with this podcast, but we're doing things and it's going to be huge and it's going to be big. Okay. But I would love Tasha to get on here on a regular basis because I think she has a lot of good insight. She actually runs the gym here in Colorado. I keep saying that I couldn't do this without her. She runs the entire gym. I just pretend. That's basically what happens.
That's not true. We make a good team.
We do make a good team. So I want to get her on here because I think that you're coaching a lot of the people now, right? I work a lot on the back end, and I think that you're seeing a lot of things that I used to see when I was coaching people. And I love your insight on things, but I just can talk about so many things. Like, I think that we can talk about like relationship stuff as far as like, how we work well together, as far as not just in the work setting, but in the fitness. Like, what are you going through? What am I going through? If people are struggling in their relationships, as far as like, what if their husband doesn't support their fitness journey? And like, I think we could have insight on those kinds of things, answer people's questions. But first and foremost, the thing that I want to talk about today is we just finished the CrossFit Open.
Yeah.
We did 23.3.
We did.
It was wall walks, double unders, and snatches.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get past like this, at least the middle part of the workout.
No. And those are all things that I enjoy, with the exception of double unders.
And Tia Claire Toomey.
Oh, pregnant Tia Claire Toomey.
Oh my God. If you guys don't know, Tia Claire Toomey is like the 6-time fittest woman on the earth. I think she's what? 6?
I think she's 7 months pregnant.
7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And she beat both of us.
Yeah. She finished the whole workout. She muscle snatched all that weight.
I'm going to literally
she did handstand push-ups with her big pregnant belly.
I could not believe what my eyes were seeing. Like,
it was craziness.
Her doing the workout was one thing, but beating, like, I know that I'm not the best in the world, but like, she just like straight demolished me. 7 months pregnant. I'm going to put a link in the comments, in the description, whether you're watching this on YouTube or on the podcast, so you guys can go watch her do this. It is probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And to be honest, when I see that, I'm curious of what you think too, but I'm just like, what in the ever living world could ever be my excuse for anything?
Yeah. You want to know what I think when I see that is like, she's probably getting so much hate.
Probably.
So many people about being that pregnant and doing that kind of exercise. The reality is that she got pregnant doing that kind of exercise. It's not unhealthy for her to continue doing it. And if the baby's healthy and she's healthy, then like, more freaking power to her. Like, if that's not motivation to get your butt off the couch and start doing something, I don't know what is. Because when I watch it, it just makes me want to like, how was this? I don't know. It's like, how is this possible? Yeah.
It's like, how is it even possible?
Yeah.
God, it just still amazes me. And it just like honestly makes me think, like, if somebody was 7 months pregnant and they're like, oh, I can't work out or whatever, or they're craving stuff, I'd be like, oh no, like I completely understand.
Oh,
it's like, Tia just like breaks those myths. It's like, I've had so many people with injuries, or, they have a wedding coming up, or they're going on vacation, or they just got pregnant and they're only 1 month pregnant, or they just had the baby. I'm like, listen, I have to go back and watch the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure she's trying to plan that if she has the baby in the next 2 months and she qualifies for the games, how can she be on a team for the games? I'm pretty sure she's debating that right now.
Well, isn't that why she redid the workout?
Yeah, I think that's the reason why she redid it and finished. But I'm like, because I'm already having doubts in my mind. Like, shouldn't she isn't she going to not be able to do stuff after she has a baby? But I feel like she's going to prove that wrong too. She's going to go to the games and win the games. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, I was definitely one of those pregnant people that was like, oh, I'm eating for 2 and I can be lazy because I'm growing this human. And
God, it just blows
Yeah,
my mind.
there's like, you would not have caught me upside down. I remember coaching gymnastics and people being concerned with me being on a balance beam when
Mhm.
I was pregnant with my daughter.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I am curious.
she's over here doing, double unders and just is like lifting 150 pounds over her head. Like it just is mind blowing.
You guys need to
It's
go watch it.
mind
It'll
blowing.
literally break your beliefs. Like when
Yeah.
we say that there's always somebody that has it harder than you or is in a worse situation and gets it done. Now, granted, fitness is her entire life. So it's a
Yeah.
hard comparison, right?
Right.
But the fact is like she's doing it. And it just blows my mind. Like go watch
She's
the
not
video.
using the pregnancy as an excuse. That's
Right.
as an excuse to kind of sit back and just, and I think that's what's cool about all the athletes when they get that way is that it's so ingrained in their body to just like, and in their mind and their mindset to like show up. I'm just going to show up.
Mhm.
And everybody is like, when you see somebody that does things like that, it's like what our bodies are capable of
Mhm.
is insane. And our minds always tell us that we're not capable of that before our body tells us that we're not capable of that, right? Like your mind gives up before your body does. And just like seeing these elite athletes push through pregnancy or injuries or whatever. And like, it just is,
You're capable of so much more than you think.
oh God, seriously.
It's
Like all
just the
these little excuses about, oh, I'm tired and I don't want to show up and do it.
Yeah.
Like Tia Claire Toomey's probably way more freaking tired than I am
That's the
growing this human, and
Yeah.
she's still showing up. So yeah.
Yeah. So I am curious though, because you had Caden and then you ran a marathon.
I did.
I'm curious because I mean, I've never had a baby myself. What was the timeline for you after pregnancy to when you started training to when you actually did the marathon?
I think I got back into it pretty quickly after she was born. I think I started putting her in the stroller and going on walks about a month after she was born. And I had both my kids via cesarean section. So it took a little bit for me to get like up and walking, feeling like I was normal again. But I started walking with her and then I really eased myself back into it. So I started running a half a mile and then walking a half a mile. And then I would run a mile. She was 11 months when I ran my marathon. So she wasn't a full year yet, but just under.
So it took you a month to
me-
get started.
Yeah, it took me probably about
And
10 months
10
to
months
train.
of training. And you did that in Arizona heat?
I did that in Arizona. Yeah. Yeah, I
That's
did.
insane to me. That is insane. I could not even imagine.
Yeah, it was something
I
else.
couldn't even imagine creating a baby in my belly, more or less. What is harder for Roy, growing a baby or running a marathon? That's the real debate.
Well, it's impossible for Roy to grow a baby. So
Well, it's 2023, babe. Don't start talking too soon. It's just where would it come out is the real question.
yeah. Maybe that's something we don't talk about
This
on
is
the
a
podcast.
This is a talk for another day. Okay. So you guys were talking about pushing your limits and things like that. I did want to get Tasha on here because we are launching our No Excuses Challenge here very soon. And if it's not this one, like we plan on continuing to do this No Excuses Challenge from here on out. Basically, it is a free 6-week challenge. Now, we've tweaked challenges over the year and stuff, but this challenge has honestly just been absolutely amazing. So even if you're watching this and it's dated, we're probably going to be starting another one or in the middle of one later in the future as well. But we have one coming up here very soon in the next week, week and a half, depending on when this podcast launches. I'll put all the deets in the comments below. But I'm curious because we've been getting a lot of new people here at headquarters working out and stuff. And a lot of them haven't worked out in a long time and they're very worried about, getting started and things like that. What would be your advice or the biggest thing that you think would help them, from coming in, talking to me and saying, okay, Roy, I want to change my life. And I say, sweet, join Rough, and they join the program. What's the first step? Like, what's the thing they need to be doing? What's the tip or I feel like I have so many questions. What is the fear that they have that they don't need to be afraid about when they're joining Rough?
Oh, there's so many that I get. I think I hear a lot, just being scared. I think it comes the being scared of coming in and working out after not being in a gym or not, working toward this healthy version of themselves is that you know, we all know that they're going to be sore. Like they know what's coming. They know that their body's going to have, you know, that adjustment period. They're also very intimidated. Especially most women that we see come into the gym either have been to gyms that have shamed them or make them feel uncomfortable or, you know, make them intimidated or whatever. So we get that a lot, especially being in a gym setting. I think a lot of women just feel super intimidated about what they're capable of. And so I think my biggest thing is that show up. It's going to be a little bit of a mindset shift for you when you first start. And it's going to take a little bit of grit for you guys to keep coming, because that first couple weeks is so hard to show up for yourself. Your body's probably so tired from doing things you haven't done in months or even years. We see a lot, you know, a lot of times these women's lives have changed. They went from, you know, not having kids to now being a mom and having someone to take care of. And so they're not really sure what it's like to take care of someone else and still take care of themselves. There's like that misguided, you know, they've lost their sense of who they are. So it's really about finding who you are again and what you love. And, you know, getting your health back on track is the first step. So I think that's like, I think that I just wrapped up a whole bunch of things in one.
Well,
but
I think, go ahead.
It's the initial, I'm scared to start because like you're stepping into kind of an unknown territory a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the biggest thing is the intimidation, right? Like, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like you've joined programs before, and I think one of two things happen. Either one, you had a bad experience, like the people were like judging you, or they didn't quite get it, or two, you know what you used to be like, right? Like before you had kids or before you put on the weight, you were like, I used to be fit and I used to be athletic, and you were never the overweight person. And now you're going to the gym and you're that person. You're like, oh, these people are going to be judging me. And I think that's the biggest thing, whether you're joining the online program or in person, is that's what's the biggest fear, stepping through those doors and being judged. And like, I even hear it in the consults, like people, sometimes they're scared to like open up and tell me like how much they weigh or how much weight they want to lose. And I'm like, listen, there's nothing you're going to tell me that I haven't heard before. And like, we're simply just here to help you. And I think that's another big thing with people taking their photos is like, they're scared. They're like, what if I put this on, people judge me? I'm like, everybody in here is so supportive because we've either been there before or we're there now. Right. And we're here to support and lift each other up. It's one of our core values. And so I think that's one of the biggest fears people have, is being judged or intimidated. And I think we actually get that a lot around here, is like how, and that's why people love it, is like they've gone to other gyms and it's just not the same, right? Like we're genuinely a rough family.
Yeah. We're not here to judge. I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably my most favorite comment from people when they first start is like, I have felt so comfortable. Even on my very first day, I never felt out of place. I never felt like I was a burden to anyone. At the end of the day, I feel like anyone who joins our program ends up feeling like the most judgment they feel is because of the judgment they give themselves. It's not about someone else or your coaches or anyone else in this community giving you judgment. It truly does just come from within. And hopefully, you know, the mission is to be able to show you that you shouldn't even judge yourself, right? Because life's a journey, right? And we all have a story to tell. And I think that that's one of the coolest things. And getting to know all of these people that join our program is that everybody comes from different walks of life and have different stories to tell and are overcoming so many different things. Like just showing up and starting a program like this is like a huge step and should be celebrated. So yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And I just think that, you know, it's hard. And I'm a big believer in like, I think we all know we could have made better decisions in the past where our present is better, but the past is the past. Like you just take things for how they are. Like, this is the situation we're in. And what am I going to do about it today to start making my future better and moving myself in the right direction? And sometimes that first step is like the hardest because of those things that we just talked about. You're scared of being judged. You're scared of, oh, what if it doesn't work or this or that? I'm like, but if you don't do anything, that's a decision in itself, is to not do anything. And then you're getting more of the same mistakes you've made in the past. Right. And so it's up to you to just take that leap of faith and say, I'm going to go all in. Now, this is another thing. I actually just talked about this on another podcast, is like, people are like, well, maybe I just want to like try it out. I don't want to go all in. And I'm like, you're not going to get the results you want just kind of going in, right? You're going to kind of go in and then life's going to get busy. And because you were just kind of doing it, it never became a part of your life. And you're going to go right back to doing what you're doing before anyways. Like if you're going to do this, you got to jump all in.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Just gets me so excited about this. So in a recap, you guys, we are starting this No Excuses Challenge. It is 100% online. The No Excuses Challenge. We have a lot of different challenges, a lot of different programs, but this one that we're talking about specifically is 100% online. It's 100% free. It's 6 weeks, and we give away $1,000 to whoever makes the best transformation. Like I said, there's a link in the description above, below, wherever you're watching this. And you can click that link, and literally all you have to do is just talk to us. I know that's probably the scariest thing, right? Click the link and you have to schedule a consult to get registered for the challenge, to be registered to enter, to register to get all the free stuff, to be registered to win the $1,000. You have to talk to us, right? We're very big on community. We're very big on showing you and proving to you that we are different than anything you've ever experienced before. So I'm super excited about this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to talk about, because we can talk about anything, because I just think that people like, well, they like you especially, but I'd like to think that they like us, you know? So
Yeah, they like you. You're the face of the whole company.
okay, I got one before we leave. Favorite dessert, go.
Ooh, cheesecake.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
We're the same person. I love you.
I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake is good. We should get, I wonder if they make like a cheesecake ice cream kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we get that? I just feel like I like just regular cheesecake. Plain cheesecake, no
You like
flavor.
fried cheesecake.
Oh, that is my favorite.
Yeah.
Fried tempura cheesecake from sushi restaurants. That's the best.
Why are they always at sushi restaurants, though? That's the question.
You don't get tempura somewhere else, do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a breading.
But have you ever had tempura somewhere else?
I think so, yeah.
That was at a Mexican restaurant. You've had tempura at a Mexican restaurant.
I don't know.
Where was this restaurant that's not an Asian? Is sushi Asian or is it Japanese? Or is that the
It's
same?
all the same, yeah. Because
I feel like Asian cuisine and Japanese cuisine would be different.
They
They'd be
are
different.
Well, it's like Chinese and Japanese. That's different.
Okay, so
Asian is like, because it's a continent.
yeah, but I just feel like there is like specific things that are, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a God, you're gonna make me say words that I don't even know on here. I'm not a
I
connoisseur.
won't make you say words.
A
that you don't know.
connoisseur. Is that a word?
You-
Connoisseur?
Connoisseur.
That's what I'm saying, just in an accent in case I say it wrong.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna let you go. I appreciate you guys. If you like Tasha being on the podcast, please make sure you share this and tag us so we know. And if there's enough shares, then I'll bring her back on another podcast.
Woo.
And if you don't share it, then that means you don't like her very much. And well, I'm gonna bring her back on the podcast anyway. Your choice. We appreciate you guys. Just remember, we don't pray for an easy life.
We're in a rough one.
Let's go earn some cookies, because like I said earlier, cookies are so much better when you eat them, when you earn them, versus when you just eat them all the time. Cookies are good when you just eat them, but they're better when you earn them. You work out first, you put in the work, you're healthy all day or all week, and then you get to reward yourself with a cookie.
Yes.
They're so much sweeter. All right, later, friends.